Welcome to the Nasdaq Daily, the go-to channel for every Nasdaq trader. Before I get into my analysis, I would like to explain exactly what you will get if you subscribe to my channel. You will get my daily trading plan with all the technical levels that I'm watching for the next trading session and what my execution strategy is. I only trade the Nasdaq or the NQE Mini, and that is for two reasons. It is the most volatile from all three major indexes, and it also tracks the technology sector, which I'm very bullish at, but be prepared to learn on my views on both long and short trades because I do hedge my long positions and that is going to happen all the time. And please don't be biased depending on your current position because the market can always go at either direction and literally nobody knows exactly where it's going to go. And our missions as traders is to only find out how to manage risk and nothing more than that. Another thing I would like to mention here is that I'm a swing trader, which means that I hold my positions anywhere between 1 day and 1 week, depending on the market conditions and volatility. And today I'm going to break down all the things that I know after successfully trading the Nasdaq for over 5 years, so you know exactly what to do and can begin to improve your trading right away. I just want to mention, guys, that I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and you should not copy my trades because we definitely have different risk tolerance and you don't know the ins and outs of my strategy, which is the main key of being successful trader, is having a great strategy that works in a bull market, in a bear market, and when we're just going sideways without any direction. Now let's get into it, guys. Alright guys, so this here is my chart, and as you can see, it's very simple. I don't use any indicators. I just use these levels that you're going to see right here, and these levels do not change at any given time. They stay there. I did not just randomly pick them just to show you right now, hey, look how we bounced from this level and how we got to this level right here. You are going to see that these levels stay there and they are there for a reason, and I'm going to explain you why in details going into this video. Then another thing I would like to do is just to plot one trend. This is not a perfect trend. We don't really need it right now. We just need to see what kind of direction we are going to, and that we currently broke out of another uptrend, and we just need to know that we currently broke out of another uptrend that was going kind of like this, and then it extended a little bit further. So right now we are below this old bullish trend and we have a bearish momentum. The current price dropped 9% from the all-time high and people started to freaking out, and that is for a few reasons I just want to mention right here because it's very important for you guys to not blow your accounts once the market drops 8-9% if you're only taking long positions and you're not hedged. For those guys of you that don't know what hedging is, this is when you take the opposite side of your trade to protect your portfolio and positions from drops in the market. Now, depending on your strategy, I'm going to give you levels that you want to look for the next trading session, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit to give you these exact levels. And we are currently looking at the 1 hour chart, and I'm going to switch this to 30 minutes so we can have a little bit more in-depth look of what levels are we looking at to maybe potentially open long positions, open short positions, or take profits. All right, so I'm gonna start with the levels that I'm going to look to add to my long positions, and I do have open long and short positions at the moment, but these are going to be the levels that I'm going to look to add more. The first level will be right under the Friday low in this area right here that I have marked at 12,650. This will be the first level that I'm going to look to add to a long position, and then depending on how further we go down in the day, if we continue with the drop, then another level that I'm going to be looking, I'm not going to have orders there, I'm just going to be looking at that level, is the next level underneath this one, which is 12,550. You're probably going to see that all of my levels that I'm making my trades off are round numbers, but they're not rounded like 12,800, they all end at 50. So 12,750, 12,650, and so on. They're just on every 100 points. And I would like to mention that these levels right here are levels that you can use to play a bounce. So what you can expect from these levels right here to happen is to get a potential bounce. And if we cannot hold that bounce and take out the previous high, you should be very cautious because we're currently moving down, and with that direction going down further, you have to be very cautious when you're playing these bounce plays. And these are pretty much all the levels that you should be looking at if you're trading between 5-minute and 30-minute charts. If you want to look at the more deeper levels, I'm going to show you what I'll be looking at for traders that use 1-hour charts and above. So the first level we want to look at for any potential bounces is going to be 12,450, and I'm going to show you exactly how I got to that level. So this drop right here from top to bottom was about 688 points, or about 5%, and that happened from the Thursday high all the way down to the Friday low. So we can expect something similar to happen from this high right here. If we do not break it all the way down to here, you're going to see that this is exactly 5%. We're kind of looking to repeat this same move to the downside. Now I want to mention something here, that these projections might change during the next session. So let's say that we continue this little retracement to the upside, then you have to calculate from whatever high we create down 5%, or about 600 points, and you're going to be looking to have bounce plays from the next level above, which is 12,550. So we're pretty much looking at these 3 levels right here for the next trading session. And in the next video, once we have the trading session finished, I'm going to go over and see how we performed, if we did actually got to these levels, or we kind of move higher and we are now consolidating. There are so many different things that can happen, and as I say, and I'm going to continue to repeat myself on this, trading is not about predicting the market. Trading is only reacting to what is happening. Guarantee you that there is nobody that can predict exactly where the market is going, and if they're saying that, they're full of crap, and I guarantee you that in the long term they're not going to be making money. And right now, let's check out how do we get short if we want to take some short positions. I'm going to leave these levels right here, and I'm going to make this red for the short side. As I said, if we continue that move higher right here, I'm going to be expecting to see some selling pressure at around 13,150. And then if we cannot hold that level, the next level it's going to be I'm going to ignore this level right here, even though we kind of touched that level so many times and it worked great as a resistance. I'm just going to look at this level right here, which was the Thursday high, and if I'm going to add more to my hedge positions, I'm going to be looking to add right here on a rejection of that level. Now, what is a rejection? Exactly the best example right here. You're going to see something like this happens when we're going to create a wick out of this level, and then we're going to see a huge bounce to the other side, although this will be inversed if it happens in this level right here. So yeah guys, these are pretty much the levels, and you're probably going to notice something, that I am not trading in this zone right here, and there is a reason why. This is my style, and I don't really like to trade, let's say I want to go long or short at this point right here. I want to see the market come to my levels, and then I want to see how the market reacts out of these levels, and I'm going to place my trades according to what's happening. So I'm always adjusting to whatever the market is doing. I'm not just blindly entering long here or short here. I'm going to wait for the exact levels that I want to. It doesn't matter for me if it takes a week or 2 weeks or 2 days or 3 hours to get there. I know that the market is not going to stay in this little range right here for a very long time, because right now we're just having some crazy volatility. To explain that very fast, this move right here was about 700 points for 2 days, and before we started dropping, we had days that we only moved like 100 points, which you can see what difference that makes. Like this one right here, we're currently moving 7 times more that we used to move when we were moving on the upside, and that is something a lot of traders overestimate every single time. They get used to the current market volatility. Once the market starts doing these crazy moves, they get wiped out so fast, and they blow up the accounts just because they cannot adjust to the volatility of the markets. And that is something that just by watching my videos you're going to be ready, because you're going to see how I adjust my levels and how I trade according to the market volatility. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. One thing that I want to recommend to you that you should do if you want to see more of my content immediately after I release it, please press the subscribe button with the bell notification so you get notification instantly to your phone whenever I post my daily update, and you're going to be ready for the next trading session. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching.